Once again, in the world of crypto, DeFi, IoT, hey, I want to talk to you today about something really important. If you really want to strive to have success in crypto, there are some principles that you need to apply. I want to talk to you today about some things that many don't talk about, but you need to know to really become self-sufficient, self-sustaining, and to have a true success financially in your crypto investments. Let's go in and talk about those right now. What's little known is right now, we are actually working on a book. Actually, I've been working on this book for a while, number of years. Through my experience as an executive and having done well and having made mistakes. So we're currently working on a book we hope to get published here in the next, before here in the end of the year. It's a book on true steps to success, things that life has taught as well as simple principles. Robert Kiyosaki, the guru, the financial guru, who's very pro Bitcoin and cryptocurrency now, also recently came out with something that's very similar to the book we've been working on. That, before he talked about how you made your wealth in real estate and et cetera. Now he's really focused more in cryptocurrency because he realizes property is not going to be taken back. And with the 2030 agenda, he realizes, hey, I need to get into something too that actually is mine and nobody can take from me. And that is drawing him into Bitcoin as well as some other stable cryptocurrencies, more your blue chips. I had a chance to walk the platforms when I was a speaker and a corporate executive with Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump, and others. And I had a chance to learn the good things from these guys and what made them successful. And I want to share with you right now some of those keys to success that I actually was able to apply in my life over years. And even when I failed, to be able to apply them even better and dig in deeper to understand these principles and pull myself back up again and continue to go forward and to be where we are now. Look, there's a lot more to success than just gaining wealth. Success comes also with a balance. And I kind of want to go into that brief right now. What I want to do is give a brief overview of these areas that one really needs to establish in their life to find success. And then I want to break it down and actually do a series on each one to where I can help build those and help you understand better how to apply those in your life. So we're going to kind of intermix that over the weeks with the white papers we promised you, with the different projects we thought we were going to bring out for you as well. I got behind a little bit. I was going to bring you from last week. I'm going to try to get on that going into this next week. I get one coming out this week as well. And we'll keep focusing on white paper reviews, not just project reviews, and trying to stay up on new projects as well. But if you got new projects, you got a passive income, and you don't know how to take care of that, then you're not going to keep it. And I want to help you be able to keep it and truly obtain wealth. So let's jump into this. What do we got to do first? Well, we have to understand what the difference between a dream and a goal is. Now, we all have dreams. Many are in crypto because they want to obtain wealth or financial independence. That's what we do it for, more than financial independence. We have that dream. We have that vision, if you will. But, it remains a dream unless I write it down. The moment I write it down, it becomes a goal. I write it down. I put dates to it. I start making a plan. My plan goes from the very end, my end in mind, like Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, a good book I highly recommend, as well as Rich Dad, Poor Dad from Robert Kiyosaki. So I write this down, and I put it down, and I said, this is what my purpose is, what I live for, and what I exist for. And I have to define that, okay? That's what that is. My vision is how I'm going to get there, right? So how I'm going to get there? Okay, well, that's how I'm going to get there. Then I start saying goals from my long term up to now. I set those goals up to now. What am I going to do? Both financially or do I need to educate myself better on different fronts, etc. And I put a date to those goals. Very important you put a date to the goals. There's no date to it. It's just more part of your dream, of your vision. But it has no real ladder or scalability to it. You put a date to it, you put the objective of what you're going to achieve by that point, and then you can measure yourself as you go up that ladder. So this is called my mission statement, if you will, and my vision. Okay, so I got my end in mind, my mission statement, and my vision is how I'm going to get there. Now I'm going to start backing it down, and I'm going to put down a plan with goals with dates in it. When I put that plan down, I need to now define what are my roles and my responsibilities in those roles. Now, I may be a crypto day trader. I may be one who just works with helium. I may be one who works with all kinds of different IoT devices, and that's my role in crypto. What are my other roles? So I keep my balance, my life in balance. I don't want you to end up like I did. I became a multimillionaire all alone. My big house, I lost my family doing it. I'm not ashamed to say that now. I have a beautiful family now, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. I make sure we work 4 days a week. I've got Friday. A lot of times I come in Friday in the office, but I ensure Friday afternoons, Friday nights, my family knows, hey, that's family night. That's our movie night. Or we do a game night. We take Saturday, that's for us. And we take Sunday, that's for us. And we have our different faiths. But we take Sunday as a family day as well. So I spend plenty of family time, and I work really hard. Those are the 4 days. And if Friday needs it, I do Friday up to like 5 o'clock. And then I'm family for the rest of the weekend. That's important to me. And I found, I may not be a multimillionaire now, but we're not bad off. We're making it. But I'm happier now than when I was a multimillionaire. So I want to share that with you. So my mission, my vision, my goals need a date. Got to have a date there. What am I going to do specifically? I got a date there. What do I need to do to get to do that? Okay, so I'm defining those. Now I define my roles. Okay, are you a husband, a wife? Are you a father? Are you a son? Are you a daughter? All those roles add up. Are you a leader in your business? Are you a leader in your own personal business? If you have your own personal business, then you are the president or the CEO of whatever your business is. You are the president and leader, and what's your role? You could be all alone right now. But you got your role, so that way you can define what your responsibilities are, so you can grow that later, and possibly later, you won't be alone. If you follow these steps and you apply them, you will grow. I know that for a fact. I have lost everything more than once, and I've been able to rebuild because I learned more each time, and I learned how to apply these principles very emphatically into more of a detail. Now, you're going to eliminate no from around you in your vocabulary. If it's like it's difficult to do, well, it's difficult to do. Then you need to describe what is difficult to do, how you can go about getting over it, and take small drinks or gulps, if you will, of the ocean, and you can drink the whole ocean. You got to drink it one glass at a time. You cannot take it all on at once, is an old martial arts saying. So I want to get people away from me also that are going to be negative. The other thing I want to do is I want to tell people, though, they're going to support me, what I'm doing. That way I can't cow out or back out of what I'm doing. So this is what I'm doing. And I'll educate people. I'm going to get excited about it and get people excited about it around me. You're going to have a lot of people say, no, you can't do it, or be negative, or that's a scam, or whatever. You believe in yourself, and then you're going to continue to educate yourself. I don't care if you already have a college degree or you don't have a college degree. You can educate yourself. There's plenty of books out there, plenty of good YouTubers out there that can help you, or different how-tos in YouTube. Look for what's good. Look for what's going to help you advance in your goal and apply it. But make that something you're dedicated to every day. Even if you only take 15, 20 minutes to do that, do it. So now that I put my goal out there, my mission, my vision, my goals, and I'm going to put around me the good people. I'm going to educate myself how I can do this. Maybe I might say, okay, I'm going to take more courses later. But I'm going to stop right now and say something. I saw this former Hall of Fame baseball player, or this baseball player, tell me one day, Paulie's done. Not a Hall of Fame, I don't believe. But I heard him speak once, and he said this. He said, my father taught me something very important. So there's a lot of secrets to success out there. But the one secret that if you don't apply, you'll never succeed in anything, and that is taking action. You're going to have to take action. And to borrow from Tony Robbins, you got to take action today. So I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker. I'm just telling you what works. And if you don't take action, okay, buying a hotspot or getting yourself involved in crypto, that's one thing. But you need to understand what you're doing and educate yourself in it. And you can take 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. Our channel, for one, that's one that's educational. That's what we serve, that's what we do here. Or others too. There's many other great YouTubers out there, and not just in just what's crypto. A lot of them only speak about, here's a new project. Here's how you can make quick money. All right, great. But how do you keep that money? We do a balance of everything here. We try to keep in balance of what we're doing as a business and a company and what we've done, our mission statement, and how we've defined our roles and our goals that go along with those roles. So once you decide, you establish what your roles are, boss, husband, wife, whatever you are in this industry, you establish those roles and you can balance yourself out now in your daily activities or your weekly activities or your monthly activities where you're touching bases where you feel actually those needs are. And then once you establish the priorities, always put the first things first. For me, I have my career first, so I lost my family. Now, what I suggest you do is put your family first. What I end up doing, I put God first in my life again. Now, you don't have to accept that, but I put him first in my life right alongside of my family and made that important to me to start every day that I touched those two bases first. And I left the house not only with touching those two bases and trying to do something to get my family off to a good day, which helps me, but I make my own bed in the mornings. I wash my own dishes so my wife doesn't have to. She's not my slave. I do these things so that I'm also more independent. Remember something, independent people make really good partners when they become interdependent. This book below, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, read it many times. I've attended the courses by Dr. Stephen Covey, who's still alive personally. I attended courses from him, and I taught these courses for over 20 years. I know a little bit about it, and I've had to apply it in my life more than once. And the problem was every time I failed was when I got away from applying these principles. So I'm sharing with you what worked for me. So you also, once you define your roles, and then you decide what your responsibilities are in each one of those roles, set goals in those, and then align those goals with your long-term goal. So I suggest you set goals for your year, 1 in every one of your responsibilities, and then 3 main goals, as Covey would say, or Sean Covey, his son, would later say, and 4 disciplines, wildly important goals. Pick 3 of them out for the year that's going to help you obtain or meet that mission, that end in mind, okay, that long-term end. Imagine, if you will, you're at your funeral, your own funeral. What do you want people to say about you? That's your end in mind. What did he achieve? That's his end in mind. What impression leave upon me? That's your end in mind. So that gives you a purpose in life. And then around that, you base everything else. And that will motivate you every day to get up and go to work. I get excited about coming to work here now. This is a lot of work studying. And it's equal as cumbersome as it was when I was an executive running an $80 million company. Now, we're not quite so big, but I get excited about going to work. I used to hate going to work on Monday mornings. Oh, I did not like going to work on Monday mornings because it was all full of problems and it's issues. I never had a clear vision. When you have that clear vision, you begin to get motivated and excited. It's that easy. It really is, but you got to act. So what I suggest you do is act now. The series we're going to come out with this later. Watch these. We're just going to pump out like one or two a week. We're going to keep you up to date on projects that are coming out that are new, what our experiences are too in the actual investments in crypto. But this is all part of it. One of my staff, one of my team members here said, hey, I don't think we should talk about this stuff. Because people are going to complain. They say, well, just stick to what you know best. Well, this is what we know best. And unfortunately, if you're in crypto and you really understand crypto and why it was actually created by Satoshi Nakamoto, it was to actually defend that free market, that independence. And this is what helps you maintain that once you get into this market. So this is all part of principles that many already understood. These are secrets to the wealthy that we're explaining to you right now. I know because I've been alongside of these guys. I've flown their private jets. I've hung out with these guys. I know. So look, these work. Define also what your obstacles are. All right, here's my goals. Here's what I want to do. What could be my obstacles? And make a plan B and C, how you're going to get around those obstacles if and when they come, right? So to keep this short, basically I want to finish with what I do in the mornings. Well, I get up in the mornings, putting the first things first, stretch, get the blood going. As Kiyosaki just came out and said too, something I've been doing for years. I do a little meditation in the mornings and do a little breathing. Take 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and just clear your mind of everything. It helps you keep you calm. I know, had a heart attack too. When I was an executive, a lot of stress. I don't have nearly stress now, and I have just as many problems I had before. I look at it so differently now, and I'm able to keep it calm. When I do that, I can think clearer. I can study better. I understand better the crypto world. When I'm talking to you, or we're doing our experience, I'm talking to my team, it's much clearer. I know what I'm saying to them, and I'm not just guessing at it. There might be some things that maybe I'm just not quite capturing but I'm on that right page, going the right direction. And in time, I capture it because I let it sink. I let it roll over and I ponder on it. The other thing is stretch, get the blood going, do a little exercises in the morning. That's good for us. I got to get back to that myself. I do a little bit, but I got to do more. I got to do more aerobics to keep myself in health. And that's the best prevention from any type of illnesses. That would be the best. And I wish our politicians would talk like that, but they don't. They don't want us to know that. Now, setting goals, in summary, what do I got to establish when I set a goal? Well, first of all, you understand this. The goal, you got to understand the what. What's my goal? What? Okay, what's my goal? Then you understand why. Why am I establishing that goal? Then you want to take the how. How am I going to achieve that goal and by when? I got to have a date there. That date and what you're going to achieve are your measuring points. So when you finally get there, you can say, okay, I know where I'm at now and I know where I'm going. I hope this helped you guys. I know if you apply this in your lives, it's not easy to do. We'll do a series and break these down. Each one of these areas we're going to break down into a 10 or 15-minute video and walk you through how you develop those over the next course of the next couple of months. So we'll just put like 1 or 2 in. I'm going to be gone now. I'm traveling, I've been on the road for a month, so you'll be getting some videos from me that aren't necessarily here from the studio, from my headquarters, but I'll be getting videos. I'm on the road, and I'm going to talk about these things. I'm going to break it down and kind of walk you through them all so you can kind of visualize this better in your own mind and see how you can actually become more successful, more independent, and more decentralized. That's what independence is. It's your personal independence is being decentralized. You don't depend on anybody else. You co-depend on your family, on your spouse, etc. That's different. Not codependency, it's interdependency is what I'm talking about. Co-interdependence is a better way to say it. You're interdependent on each other, but you can exist without each other, but you don't want to exist without each other. And it's the same thing. Crypto and success in finances need these steps involved, or you just get to the point where you burn out, or you lose everything, or you burn out in other aspects and you ignore your other roles, responsibilities, and you become wealthy like I did, and you're sad and depressed all the time. I was probably the most depressed multimillionaire there are. Now, I knew other friends of mine that are the same way. What they turn to? They turn to the worldly things, drugs, extramarital affairs, etc. And they end up losing their families too. And actually, without spreading any rumors, saying anything, it's not a rumor and a secret that Robert Kiyosaki almost lost his family too. And that's why he's talking about things now, because he says, hey, wait a minute, these things I didn't see before. Now I see them. And that's great. I'm glad for that, because I saw things in him before. Then when I was just around him, that he missed out on these points. And we all have to go through our learning curves. I don't want you to do it, nor does he. And that's why he exists and we exist. And I actually exist because I was inspired by him and others that try to reach out and help people. Dr. Stephen Covey being one of amongst the greatest when he was alive. And even today, his son, Sean. I hope this helps you. If you like this, you want to hear the series coming out to break this down, subscribe, hit the bell, and give us a thumbs up so we get this in algorithm. We are here to educate. We want to help you become the most successful you can become. It's one thing to learn about all these great hotspots coming out, but if you don't know how to treat your money, you know how to keep track of your money, which we'll talk about all that too, then it doesn't make any difference. And what really is an ROI? Everybody talking about you can ROI in so much time. That's not ROI, folks. That's ROII. Let me teach you how to ROI, what that is, what the difference is. All right, your return on investment is different than the actual return you're getting on a monthly or annual basis. So let's talk about those things, get those things clear so we know how to keep track of all that and write these things down. Having a business and being successful requires responsibility. It doesn't come easy or free. DeFi IoT Latin America, stay with us for more information. We hope you enjoyed this segment of our video with DeFi IoT. Remember, we're not professional advisors. We do this as a business, as a hobby, and we study, we experiment, and we want to share it with you. If you can get some benefit from this, great. What we do is we go out, we purchase with our own money, and we experiment to see what true results are. We want you to be able to share in our experiences so you don't have to lose like we have. If you can win where we've won, fantastic. Remember to do your own research and your own homework. It's very important before you make any decisions. We will see you in our next video.